Hey, it's Seth from Citizens Disability. Today I'm going to tell you what you need to know about applying for Social Security disability insurance benefits in the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. Every state's different. That's obvious. Everyone knows it. But what's less obvious, what most folks don't know, is that applies to SSDI claims, or Social Security disability insurance claims as well. Because of the way the Social Security Administration structures this process, the state you live in can have a real effect on an applicant's waiting times and on their likelihood of winning their benefits at each step of the process. Now, we track this data pretty closely. We've updated our numbers as we do every year in February, so this Pennsylvania data is certified fresh for 2021. Now, as you may know from watching some of our other videos, and there's plenty of them, there's basically 3 steps in the SSDI application process. You got the initial application, reconsideration, and the hearing. Those first 2 steps, initial application and reconsideration, they're handled at the state level by state-run disability determination services, the agencies who work on behalf of the Social Security Administration and follow all the same rules and all the same regulations. As this chart coming in from the right is going to show you, over the past year in Pennsylvania, about 39.5% of initial applications for SSDI benefits were approved. And you can see how that compares here to the national average of 38.4%. It's a difference, a small one, but a meaningful one, of 1.1% to the good side. You can also see how Pennsylvania has done over the years, going back to 2010. And we can see that after bouncing up and down over the past decade, currently, Pennsylvania is only slightly ahead of that national average. Now, as we made this video in February 2021, Pennsylvania ranks 28th in the nation in terms of the rate of approvals at the initial level. Key takeaway here is that in Pennsylvania, at the initial application level, 6 out of every 10 claims for disability benefits are being denied. Now, if those odds make you a little bit worried, thinking about your own potential claim, hey, that's understandable, but there's no reason to panic. First reason not to panic is people like us here at Citizens Disability, specialized disability advocates who can help with the application process to improve a claimant's chance of success at every stage. And if you want to see how an advocate could help you with your claim, click this little banner up here in the top right. You can watch a video all about it. Second reason not to panic is that being denied at the initial application level does not have to be the end of the road. That's because when people get denied at the initial application level, typically they're going to appeal that denial. They're going to ask for reconsideration, or recon as we call it. Reconsideration is also handled at the state level. As this chart coming in from the right is going to show you, it is indeed actually pretty rare for people to get approved at recon, the second stage out of 3. You can see that's going to be reflected in both the Pennsylvania data and the national data. Pennsylvania, with an approval rate of 13.6%, is just a teensy bit below the national average of 13.7%. And again, we can see how Pennsylvania has done over the last 10 years as well. And we can see that Pennsylvania took kind of a dive in 2018 and is now just slightly behind that national average. Overall, in 2021 so far, Pennsylvania ranks 27th in the nation in terms of rate of approval at reconsideration. Now, the majority of people who apply for SSDI benefits in the United States do have to go to that third stage of the process called the hearing. That's going to be true for applicants from Pennsylvania as well. Now, we have a ton of information on our website and other videos here on YouTube all about the hearing process if you want to get all the details. You can even see what a hearing is actually like. Just click the little banner in the top right up there. But short version, if you've been denied at reconsideration, you're going to appeal that denial and you're going to go to a hearing in front of an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration at the federal level. And this is another area where all the states are very different. Most states have at least one, but usually several SSA hearing locations throughout the state. And each one of those individual offices have their own waiting times and their own approval rates. Now, in this chart coming in from the right, you can see how Pennsylvania fares on average across all of their offices against the national average for approval rates at hearing. And it looks like through 2020 and into 2021 so far, Pennsylvania is coming in at 48.6% on average. Compare that to the national average here of 51.1%. That's going to put Pennsylvania ranking 29th in the nation. Now, when you appeal and you ask for that hearing, we should warn you, it can take a pretty long time for that hearing to actually happen. Of course, we have a video all about that too. You can see it up there in the top right. When it comes to hearing waiting times for Pennsylvania, you can see them right here in the blue bars. We have a national average of 11.4 months of waiting time before the hearing. We can see that across the state, the average is comparatively exceptionally good, 9.9 months of waiting time. As you can see, we do have more than one hearing location in Pennsylvania. You can see that the shortest waiting time in the state is at Philadelphia with a waiting time of 8.4 months. The longest waiting time in the state is in Johnstown with a waiting time of 12.1 months, basically a year. Overall, Pennsylvania does have a shorter waiting time than the national average. And we can see that only one of the offices in Pennsylvania is above that national average. We can also see that each office has its own approval rates. Those are the red bars. And in looking at the 2020 data leading into 2021, we can see that the best situation is 7 fields with an approval rate of 53.3%. Things are less solid looking, though, over at Pittsburgh, ancestral home of my forebears, with a rate of 39.7%. And so with every one of the offices in Pennsylvania having a lower approval rate than the national average, the state is trailing the national average itself by about 2.5%. So in looking at all of our data together, we can see that for approval rates at hearing, Pennsylvania overall ranks, as we had said, 29th in the nation, while for hearing waiting times, Pennsylvania ranks 7th in the nation. The important thing to remember here, though, is that these waiting times we're talking about for Pennsylvania as a whole and for each of these individual offices, those are average waiting times. Some folks may get their hearings quicker than those average waiting times, but some folks are going to have to wait longer, sometimes even a lot longer than those average numbers we just showed you. Now, we have got a lot more data about Pennsylvania at our website, www.citizensdisability.com. You can check it all out. Come and visit us. Click on our state-by-state page and click into your state. We update our numbers every year so you can stay current on what's happening and have up-to-date information at your fingertips. And trust me, it does change from year to year. Now, if you're thinking about applying for SSDI benefits, no matter where you are in the country or what the approval rates there look like, we strongly encourage you to please get help from a disability advocate, like us here at Citizens Disability, or a local specialist attorney. Especially after looking at these numbers, you want to have the best possible chance at getting approved. At Citizens Disability, we've been helping regular folks all across America apply for and win their SSDI benefits, and we've been doing it for over a decade. No advocacy group is more aggressive than we are, and no one handles more cases per year than we do. If you want to see if we can help you, no problem. Just come visit us. Again, it's www.citizensdisability.com, or you just call us at the number on the screen. Hey, thanks for watching our video about applying for SSDI benefits in the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. If you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button down there and then ring the bell so you can get a notification whenever we publish more videos. Hey, and do us another favor, tell us what you think in the comments section down there. We got a ton of content on the SSDI process, how it all works, and how we can help you, both on our website and at YouTube, so please do feel free to explore. I hope I see you again soon for another video. Until then, I'll just say thanks for watching, and of course, have a great day.